what my friend's experience was. I want to know what the artist meant by this. I want to feel the message that is really intended in this. If I just take the object as it is, I can't understand anything. But if I look at the object, I can feel the mind of the artist, of the craftsman. Now, I'm skipping here. And he goes on to say, and therefore when someone thinks about his friend's performance and he comprehends the intelligence that he exercised in that performance, then both are equally involved in one power and intelligence. They are now, in fact, unified like a man who chances upon his beloved friend in the market and embraces and kisses him, and to draw them apart is impossible on account of the great bond between them. In other words, if the person who perceives this thought behind the giving is in contact with the thought, he is in contact with precisely the same point of origin out of which the object and the intention behind it emerged. And he's bonded with his friend behind the object, behind the event. That is, I understand what the artist meant by this. I feel the idea conveyed to me, not at a distance, but I'm bonded with that idea. I am one with the mind of the one who intended it. And therefore, generally speaking, that aspect of intelligence of which we speak is the power and the intelligence which is found between the Creator and the creatures. It is the intermediary between the Creator and the creature. That is, he emanated one spark of intelligence by which all returns to him. All these things that are presented to us as physical occurrences, as inner feelings, as sensations, as desires, as fulfillments, all of these things that appear to be outside of us are actually the mind of the Creator, that is, the thought of the Creator conveyed to us on the level on which we can accept it. And if our desire is to understand why this was given, the quality of love behind what is given, then we bond with that intermediary and the light. This is the intelligence emanating from the source. And recall the verse, all of them you made with wisdom. That is, he created the whole universe with his wisdom, that is, with this thought. And therefore, he who merits to comprehend the ways in which he created the universe and its order surely bonds with the intelligence of him who caused them, and thus he bonds with the blessed Creator. The acts of the Creator are not the physical things. Remember, the environment that the human lives in is not the environment of physical acts, which is already perfectly in balance with the laws of nature. The environment of the human is the thought of the Creator. And this is what a person can connect with. They can connect with the cause. And the bonding with it is simply to enter into the same thought and the same intention. Once this begins to happen, we are no longer separated in an external world, in a physical world, but we are connected with that point that emanates everything into this world. And this is done through a relationship with the Creator. It's like a relationship with a lover, with a beloved, in the sense that when you love somebody, you want them to know who you are. You write them little notes. You show them what you enjoy. You express your thought to them so that the bonding with your beloved will be on the level not simply of the physical, but beyond that, in the intangible place that we feel as love. So these constant events that evolve in our lives are like notes of love, a beckoning on the part of the Creator to come to Him. And our desire to respond to that call is likewise from a place and a feeling to want to know our beloved in that way. And this is the secret of the Torah. It is that all the creations of the Creator that appertain to or can be comprehended by the creatures, that means everything that was created, every single expression that exists in creation is only the expression of the Creator and is aimed specifically at this call to the creature. It's all accessible to the creature. Every single bit of it is supposed to be known by the creature. In other words, the worlds were created for man. And with this, we understand why the Creator showed us the tool of His craft. Are we in need to create worlds? Rather, from what we said above, it is clear that the Creator showed us His orders so that we would know how to bond with Him, which is the fulfillment of to bond with His attributes. Why does an artist show us his work? It is so his perception, his inner feeling, and his attitude will be accessible to us. And though right now we don't understand how worlds are created, through the connection with the thought of the Creator, we can rise to know all of His laws, all of the ways in which everything that we see before us comes about. That is, why it's there, for what purpose it's there. And this reciprocal sensation of thought and intention is the way in which the law of equivalence of form is expressed on the human level. It's the balance between the inner desire to know, to be filled with pleasure, and the actual pleasure that exists, the only pleasure that exists, which is the knowledge of the thought of the Creator. And this system is built perfectly to create the desire that will allow a person to come into this balance. Join us again.